I have to ask this.
Go ahead.
Do y'all have promiscuous friends?
I
Hey,
fucking
it's
knew
a
it.
real answer for.
I knew
I
it.
really want to know.
say that
And
again?
two, do you have promiscuous friends? And two, did your friends change when and throughout the process of you being inside your relationship?
If I'm going to be honest with you, I don't have friends. I think,
Is
you know,
that before or after?
No, definitely before. Like, I had really good friends, you know, and I will say we just kind of outgrew each other. We were just in different phases of life. You know, I wish them nothing but the best. But, you know, when you're married, you create a life within your partner, right? You know, people outgrow each other. We're adults. Like, I'm 28, you know, I'm close to 30. My husband's 36. And it's like, it's kind of, obviously you have to have some kind of friend balance. But at the same time, you do outgrow people. And it's kind of like, we're just on different paths in life. You know, everybody kind of does their own thing. And if that means like outgrowing, you wish them nothing but the best. But, you know, you just got to continue to water your grass. Like,
Yeah.
you know,
Okay.
that's my take on
Yeah,
it.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
Water your grass.
I mean, I don't have promiscuous friends, but
Okay.
I do have friends, of course. Do they have an influence? No, they don't. I mean,
I didn't say ask that, but it's cool. Keep elaborating.
well, but yeah, no, like kind of influence in anything. Like, no, not on me or in my relationship.
Yeah.
They're separate. Like,
Yeah.
there's a balance, right?
Then
There's
those are
like
not
a
real
boundary.
friends, honestly.
They're
not.
If
No.
they're
Did
very
you lose any friends throughout the process of your relationship just because, like she said, like you were more lined up on being in a relationship and they were kind of like a little promiscuous? You were like, oh, you know what, I kind of don't want to hang out with them so much because they're always trying to be in the street, in the club or whatever it is. So you're like, I kind of want to go away from them. And it's like she said, you just
Yeah.
grew away from them. Was there any friends like that?
No, I actually, when I met him, I didn't have any friends. He was my only
Dang,
friend.
so y'all sound like the same.
Promiscuous
And,
friends.
he
No
was my
friends.
best friend. Like,
Yeah.
to this day, he's my best friend. But I actually gained friends when I got with him. I was like,
That's awesome. Yeah.
I gained
Yeah.
with his friend group. The girls, they were just amazing.
Yeah.
And like just also work and stuff like that. But I'm careful on who I choose
Oh,
to be friends
100
with.
yeah.
You know?
That's good. That's good
As
because
the older you get, it's
yeah.
hard to be friends. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no,
it
for
really
sure.
is. You know, because you're very
you start weeding out the
selective on
ones that
who
are
you
not
hang out with.
for sure.
That's my take on it.
Yeah.
Single friends who are promiscuous tend to keep each other single, right? There's that influence between, you know, having single friends. They're in your ear too much. You should do this. You should do that. Where I feel like where a lot of women fuck up, and I would say this, right, that women put out their business out there, not only just between you two, but also your friends or her friends, her family, and all that. Once they start getting involved, too many voices in their ears. Yeah,
But I think that's where you, as a person, need to
set the boundary.
set a boundary and like,
Speak up for yourself.
yeah,
Absolutely.
or just don't
Yeah.
take it. Don't take their advice because,
Yep.
like, you have to understand,
Like-
no one's gonna know your partner better than you. You can
Yep.
go and sit here and tell your friend, like, hey, this is what's happening, like, this is what's going on, and yeah, okay, great. They're gonna give you their own opinion and their own advice, but they're gonna give you an advice to where they think they know him, you know.
Yep.
But it's like, no, you don't. Like, I know you're giving me this advice, but it's not like I know him better than anybody. Like, you
Yeah.
know your partner, and if they're being influenced by their friends, that's them.
Yep.
They're their own person. You're an
Very
adult.
true.
Like,
Yeah,
you can
you're
either
an adult. Yeah, I like that.
either take it or you don't. But I mean, I always don't. I don't take it if I feel like it's not going to benefit me or going to make me a better person or grow. I'm not going to take your advice. Like,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but like, I'm my own person. I make my own decisions, and I feel like if women are, you know, doing that, then
They're not good people
Yeah.
to hang
Yeah.
yourself or surround yourself with.
Yeah.
You know, it's
or you're just not fully. You're not developed. Like, I mean, you're not grown. You're just always
Yeah.
letting people influence you, or
you.
just like talk your
Yeah.
ear and just like make your own. Like, you're not in control of your own life at that point. You're letting other people make your decisions.
yeah.
Like,
I like that.
Well, that brings
Very
me to
true.
my next
Go ahead.
question. Oh, real quick, before my next question, go up a little. Where's the other guy? Where he say, no, it's down. I think my bad. Sorry.
I like
Emmanuel,
that.
I think it
For
was.
validation.
No, he said something about a little bit further.
I saw that.
Emmanuel, here it goes. He said, when I hear guys talk about cheating, it kind of sounds like I deserve it. I think it is a dangerous door to open. When does a man have the right to then? When
The
does a
right
man-
to cheat?
I guess the right to cheat. I would say
When you're a
in
millionaire
my
and
personal opinion, I would say
Wow.
I would say don't cheat, but just let the other person know that
Yeah.
there's probably gonna be other people.
Yeah.
Because now you're being honest.
You're
about it.
communicating.
That's
Yeah.
transparency.
You're like,
and,
okay,
and
this
now
is
you're
something-
communicating. It kind of
yeah.
goes back to what I said. It's like Would you rather a guy be upfront with you and tell you, hey, there's gonna be other women, or do you want to find out 2 years later that there was other women the whole time?
Dude.
How do you
That's a
put
hard
that?
choice.
Well, how do you put that, and how do you act like it's like,
It's
hey, we're
pretty
married,
simple.
and I'm just gonna.
No,
like,
it's not we're married. It's
Or-
like you gotta lay it out. It's like we're saying, if you're in that upper echelon of men, there's a lot of women that want to talk to you. So if you're gonna want to be next to my side a lot of the time, then you know
It's gonna
you have
come
to
with
go,
the bullshit.
It's gonna come with some other bullshit.
Well, then
I'm
you let
letting
her know. Yeah, exactly.
I'm letting you know
Let
in
her know right
advance.
then and there,
So
and be like,
to answer his question,
yeah.
I would say there's probably not a right to cheat, or there's not a right or wrong to cheat, but
Just communicate it.
just communicate beforehand.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm gonna be interested in other women as well, but I will have you as the main thing that I always wanted.
God, that's horrible. I would
I
not want to
know,
be in that
ouch.
position.
I think
You say that until
No,
you're in a
I'm the
position, you're like, you know what, maybe this is not so bad.
I would never lower my
David,
standards
what
like
ki-
that to put myself in that
I'm just
position at
telling you.
all.
I'm just telling you.
I-
Like you have
think-
to have some
yeah.
kind of like value
Everything's
as a
different
woman
as
to
you go.
yourself. Like I'm not gonna be like an option like that.
I think a
correct.
woman. I think it's acceptable for a woman to turn the eye if they're dating a man of high value. Where a guy who's below average has nothing going and a woman stays. That's really on the woman, right?
I think I've heard you on other podcasts say that, but it's kind of, to me, it doesn't. Again, respect your opinion. That's
of
you.
course,
You know,
yeah.
you know. I mean, as a person, I just don't see it that way. Even if you're a millionaire or if you're a person that's broke, I'm not going to just allow you to, you know, not respect. There goes again, respect me. You
Yeah.
know, like a guy wants respect. Why can't we also want that as well as
Yeah.
ourselves? Like,
I agree
either
with that.
you have money or you don't. If you do have money, I'm not just going to turn the high and just be like, okay, just because you have money, I'm going to allow you to continue disrespecting me. No, I'm not going to do that.
Yes, ma'am.
Well, I think that's cheating, but it goes back to what I said before. I said if I let you know there's other women, then
Yeah.
it's completely different. It's a completely
But
different
there you
atmosphere.
go. Like, and you're communicating. So either
Who
I
was
had
the guy that
decision-
answered or asked the question? Who
Yeah.
was his name?
Emmanuel.
Emmanuel. There you go. That he answered your question for you.
Yeah, I guess don't cheat, but just let them know you want to talk to other women.
We got another question from
It's just weighing out your options.
from
in a sense.
David Ryan.
Dude, what?
Brian
Are women
David.
jealous of their friends' healthy relationships? Yeah. So Brian, that's exactly what we just talked about. You know, having single friends who are promiscuous tend to like influence one another. And
Yeah.
you know, the moment that you're mad at your partner and you go to your friend, your promiscuous friend, what is she gonna tell you? Oh, fuck that guy.
Okay,
Right?
Nancy, to your point, you said why not choose a, I don't even know how you say that shit, polygamous? I don't even know. Y'all know how to read that?
Choose a polygamous, polygamous
I know what it
relationship.
means. I know what it means.
Oh,
Ugh.
hey Mel.
That is true. That is true. I agree with that.
Yeah.
A
Why
man-
is that
the man-
polygamous?
the
You're
man
right
should-
though.
Yeah.
You're right though, but
Yeah.
if you're wanting
If that's
that
what you
relationship-
like,
if you're
then
wanting
go
that
for that.
relationship as
Yeah.
a man, it's gonna take
Find a
longer
woman
to
that
find the
wants
women that
that, you
want
know?
that. See,
Yeah.
it's literally
Yeah.
what that is. So you are like, no, that could never happen. But yeah, you just have to find the women that are okay with that.
Yeah.
Situation.
Yeah, well, yeah. If you put in that, because there are women that actually do like that,
They
and they're
do,
okay
yeah.
with that, and you know they're more up to that. It's a lifestyle.
It's a,
It's
yeah.